Yeah, sweet, super dope. Even got better camera, so by now. Yeah, probably bounced out because of the get our stuff together. So.
You know.
Mm-hmm. So let that plug. I'll erase all the old ones. So we have a strong connection now, and we shouldn't have any problems here on out. Thank you to Angel Gonzalez for holding us down today.
That's what I intended to do.
The intention is jokes are just moving the role in, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh man. Oh man, that's pretty cool. All right, cool. So, I'll share this one being that we got a strong connection, and then we'll move forward. We'll skip the song for today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being so patient with us. Of course, once again, our technicals here are a privilege for us to embrace. However, with patience, as unconditional love is, we're able to see a way forward, of course. So, posted, cool. And in actuality, I feel like our topic for today should have been patience, but our topic is intent. Once again, I'd like to welcome you all to our Let's Build seminar for today, where we will have a beautiful seminar discussion and conversation, open conversation about the nature of intent and a foundational pillar of the path that we all are experiencing and allowing for everything to unfold in a calm and graceful way. Once again, thank you, Angel, for lending your network so we can connect and express and join. Once again, a beautiful connection, an honor and pleasure to connect with you always as we continue to serve and open our hearts to shine a bright light here amongst the human species. So, as always, with our Let's Builds, it is our intent and who we are, your angelic guardians, to connect with you in the most intimate way possible as you are open. Of course, we are going to do our 1 minute meditation exercise, which some of you are familiar with, but just in case for those who are new to our broadcast today, of course, the sound vibrations and our communications with you and connecting is a beautiful thing. However, the communications have a much deeper depth to them, where we are connected with you from the heart space. And what we intend to do is to be able to communicate on a deeper level through an ability to connect with you on the most intimate level, which we all share that connection within the heart space. So the 1 minute meditation is basically a 60-second experience of connecting with your heart, releasing all of the activity and chatter that has taken place before this now moment. It's necessary to be completely here and completely present, to be open to that which we are communicating with you. So if you will, you don't have to change your environment or do anything outside of now. It's more so just calming yourself, relaxing, being still, and being quiet for a beautiful 60 seconds as we connect. So thank you for being here. So calmly return to a sense of presence through gracefully feeling your extremities, your arms and legs, and breathing a little bit deeper. Wake up your internal being. Begin to open your eyes. Take it very easy in returning to your level of consciousness and being here, and recognize that in this now moment we share the deep depth of a divine connection and all being one. The heart space is where we all share the core of our being, where we exist as one within this holographic experience, which is the human incarnation here on the surface of planet Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, let's build. I'll reiterate the nature of our present connection, where our intentions are to heal through the grounding exercises of being completely present. Being completely present and here in this now moment is about getting out of the analytical mind space back into the heart space. This is where we exist here, and we recognize life as a blessing and a miracle. The ability to breathe, to see, to move, to exist is a great honor. And through that honor, through that gift of presence or existence, we recognize ourselves as vehicles, expressions of the one, of Prime Creator, here to share amongst each other harmonic frequencies, our essence of pure unconditional love and acceptance of all as reflections of the one. So the nature of today's topic is intent, and intent is a beautiful, however pivotal and paramount subject matter because it involves purpose. It involves purpose on such a deep level that it is actuality in the textbook definition of intent, the act or fact of purpose, intentions, the existence or the foundational projection of an experience itself, the carrying out of that particular experience through the intention. I intended to take notes prior to our talk today. However, the divine had a much greater plan. And this is something that with intentions, with expansion, with our spiritual maturity, we come to a place of acceptance that which we intend has a much broader view, where it's not necessarily the ego mind that is in control of our situation or our experience, our unfoldment. The heart is. We can mentally intend particular projections or realities, or if you will, we can project mental expectations of our experience. However, intent is a much broader sound vibration, where we're speaking of a particular experience to its core or its foundation versus the details. One, it's very, very easy for a soul to get intent mixed with expectation. Expectation is a very detailed projection, a assumption. The mind, this is the mind's movie of what it feels is necessary and how things will play out. But of course, once again, the mind has a very limited view, capacity to realize everything that's taking place in our lives. We can set up an intent and allow that intent to flourish. However, the expectation is based on detail, and it feels that it comes from a place of control, where through that control has its foundation in a place of fear, because of course based on the mind's susceptibility to fear. We want to know exactly what's going to happen in order to prepare for that which is taking place. The brain is extremely terrified of surprises. However, once again, the experience of life has its zest in the unknown. We're not necessarily supposed to know exactly what's going to happen play for play within our experience. It's just the trust and wisdom in which we accept life itself that allows us to be in a space of comfort in experiencing the unknown. And that comfort comes from the ability to recognize that we're experiencing our own story. We're experiencing our own creation. The intent and intention, or intent, is a seed that's planted. When you plant the seed of intent, it's only necessary for you to allow the buds, the blossoming of the flower to grow based on the natural effects, the natural nurturing of the seed through nature. I plant a seed of experience, which is very broad, have a projected vision or something that I intend to do. With that intent, I fall back and I actually live out the experience and leave the intention alone to grow and allowing it to cultivate itself through the natural play out of life that happens, where that intent is manifested and unfolded in a way that's infinitely intelligent. There's no mental activity, or the brain doesn't have the capacity to know play by play how my intention will unfold. It's just necessary for me as the experiencer, the incarnate, the soul here experiencing my vastness and expansion, to witness, to observe the way that infinite intelligence manifests my intention or blossoms the seed which I have planted, which is my intent. And this is where we are blessed to experience that which we've come to realize or come to unfold. So, when you look at intent, it's necessary to recognize one thing, because there's, amongst the awakening community, there's quite a bit of, there's quite a few projections as far as how intentions work and how our reality works, what we're experiencing works. One will feel and will continue to feel that we're here to positively think beautiful experiences into our life, as if this is how life is created. And they say, oh no, you're creating. On one level, this is true. However, on a deeper level, it's necessary to realize that you are here experiencing that which you have already created. It's just that which you have already created as the infinite creator, as God, it has an infinite amount of versions that apply to the past that you created. I say past because it is plural. You're here to experience an experience of your own, which is a true blessing and of your greatest spiritual benefit. However, your frequency of being, your sense of presence, of course, the energies that you choose to entertain, the thought patterns that you choose to entertain, and of course, the nature of your intention, your intent, has an influence on the conditions and nature of the path in which you're experiencing. Once again, as the creator, you have created an infinite number of paths, all leading to different spaces, where a majority of them lead to one particular direction and a majority of them lead to another particular direction. These paths are all available. Once again, this now moment is a place of infinite possibility, all expanding out from this now moment, all having their source within you as a creator. And this is where the confusion comes about, because it's all there already. Beyond space and time, as the creator, you've already created space and time in itself from the space of eternity. You've manifested yourself into the illusion of time, space, time, or it's time, space. However, space, time is where the illusion was created. You've marked the path already for yourself, or the paths for yourself. It's just your maturity, your spiritual maturity as an incarnate, based on your level of spiritual maturity, to choose the frequency of being at this present time, which is going to unfold or decide which experience or dimensional path you are to continue to unfold in this now moment. So, I know that's a lot. However, when we go back to the original statement that we're creating now, it's necessary to know that now has already been created. There's so many different experiences or paths that you can choose to experience. However, the deciding factor is the only aspect of your being that you have the ability to control in this now moment. And when I say control, I say that very loosely. I go back, I digress for just a second. The only aspect of your present being that you have a bit of influence or a strong level of influence over is how you feel. How you feel is your tool, what you have available to you right now to select. And this frequency, you have the ability to select your present frequency of being. And with this ability to select how you feel, you determine which path you continue forward on. I can choose to be happy, or choose to be sad, or choose to be lonely, or choose to be fulfilled, choose to be dissatisfied or satisfied, choose to be grateful, or choose to be unhappy. In this now moment, as consciousness, as a conscious awakening being, I have the ability to choose how I feel at the present moment. Yes, we spoke about this before. Things do happen in life. And of course, there are set circumstances where, of course, there's pain and there's jealousy within the constraints or constructs of the illusion, things that will stimulate particular feelings initially. At this point, if a person is in pain, initially there is no choice. You will feel that pain. However, in returning to the heart space, we have the ability to choose how we will continue to feel. Will we continue to be hurt? Will we continue to be jealous? Initially, the stimuli is there. However, we have the ability to choose how we continue to feel as conscious beings, as awakened beings. And based on how we feel, how we choose to feel is how we choose to continue our experience. This is where we choose what happens next. Yeah? So, with intention, with intent, this is where with intention, this is where we are allowing ourselves the ability to adjust our trajectory. This is the proper verbiage. With the cultivation of our intention, this is where we are able to adjust and continue to realign our trajectory. we are here intending to do. We have a core intention. However, within the illusion, we can be pulled in so many different directions, energetically, emotionally. However, with returning the heart space and cultivating that intention, we have the ability to realign and readjust our trajectory. What are we here to do? My deepest intention is to serve. I speak from my individual presence as your Commander Ashtar. And the reason I state this is because these intentions are reinforced on a daily basis. The intent is to serve. Serve in the most effective, efficient means possible available in this now moment. Service. Service to the divine. Service to the light. Service to all life here and throughout the multiverse. This is my intention, and this intention is refined on a daily basis because, once again, my conscious presence cultivates the intention where I live with this intention, and with this intention, I continue to experience the manifestation of the opportunities to experience and cultivate those intentions. We speak of ascension as a focus, a lifestyle that's embraced on a daily basis. It is. However, it becomes an integrated aspect of your presence on a daily basis more and more as you continue to cultivate your focus and your intentions. Focus is a sense of concentration on the work. The intention is the seed that continues to be nurtured when I wake and I'm alive here on planet Earth, and I open my eyes and I recognize, hey, I'm alive, I'm here, I'm focused, and I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve the divine as a representative of the divine, and my intention is to continue to do that. What can I do today to continue to refine and cultivate the sense of purpose that I have in breathing here on planet Earth? My intention continues to become more focused, more refined, more accurate and effective and streamlined as I continue to cultivate that intention. We speak of healing a lot. When the soul says, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I should exercise more, or meditate more, or I need to open my chakras, and some of these cliche coined terms amongst a newly awakened community of things that we quote unquote need to do. It is not necessarily the voice of the ego mind that is assuming or attempting to sell itself to you as if it has your best interest in mind. The voice in your head will say a lot of beautiful things that seem to be the things that you want to do and that's healthy and that's helping you heal. These are ploys for the voice of the ego mind to grasp your focus, your energy, and attempting to say, hey, the voice in your head, I'm telling you all these things because I want you to know that I'm you. And in actuality, it's not. You are the presence within your heart and not the voice in your head. You exist here. The heart space exists in silence. It doesn't speak to you in English or German or any other human language. It speaks through you through the intuition, through a feeling that you receive constantly. This is where the intuition, where infinite intelligence, the truth of who you are speaks. So once again, the voice that says, I need to do this, I need to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that, These are ploys by the ego mind to attempt to capture your energy and assuming that you are it and it is you, but it is not. You are not your head. You are not the voice in your head. You remain the silent presence that is extremely confident and comfortable within your heart space, that knows it is not necessary to reiterate your intentions or reiterate your preferences. I don't like this. I don't like that. Your preference is encoded and integrated within this reality. You're here to experience what you want. It's not necessary to say it. It's going to take place. It's just necessary for you to be present and have confidence in that which you created as the creator. So, I digress once again. We speak on intentions. When we say we want to do this or we want to do that, I need to do this and I need to do that, it's not necessary to entertain this voice. The intention is already known. You're basically projecting your intention via the voice of the ego mind, where a lot of times when we say we need to do this and need to do that, we end up digressing and falling into a downward spiral of guilt and shame and attempting to judge ourselves and saying, well, I'm supposed to do this and I've been trying to run and I need to meditate more and I need to do this. And these are all judgments of oneself, where judgment is never helpful when it comes to healing. You're here now. The intentions are there. It's going to happen. It's just necessary for you to relax, accept where you are right now, and continue to enjoy your experience through the intention, through the intent within your heart space. The experience is manifested naturally. The opportunity to run, the opportunity to go do something when it comes to whatever the activity may be. There's many will say, I need to open chakras and whatever the case may be. However, infinite intelligence is extremely integrated within your experience. You speaking to a soul, getting a phone call, having to go to the store, help an individual, accompany someone, show love to someone. These are all opportunities that are integrated within your experience that are actually doing what you intended for them to do. It's just that there is no mental analysis when it comes to opening your chakra system. The opportunities, the things, the activities, life itself is happening. And through your intentions, life is giving you the opportunity to manifest your intentions. It's just necessary to be open and have the wisdom to accept what's taking place. Say, oh, I want to open my heart. I gotta, meditate more. And somebody told me I had a blocked heart chakra and the heart, this blocked and that blocked and da-da-da-da-da. And then somebody call you looking for help and like, I don't want to talk to them right now. I don't feel like talking. Da-da-da. It's like, look, life is attempting to get you to open your chakras. It's creating the experience, the opportunity for you to unblock the blockage. It's just that the mind's analysis is so limited that it does not recognize this. It does not recognize that as being something that is doing just that. It says, I probably just need to go see a Reiki master and get him open or whatever. And there's people looking for your help, for your assistance, and wanting to talk to you to provide you with the opportunities to do these things. And once again, the mind, the ego mind, is vicious in its ways. It is extremely ignorant, and it is the first to say that I know something and it doesn't. I know, and it has no idea what's taking place. It has no idea what it's talking about. Your intention is the foundation of the experiences that are unfolding before you. Once again, your intention is the foundation of the experiences that are unfolding before you. The seed is only necessary to plant the seed. And after you plant the seed, what does a farmer do? It accepts, and it continues planting seeds. It continues to nurture the soil in which the seeds are planted. Doesn't go and dig up the seeds and make sure they're growing and make sure things are okay out of fear. It knows that life works. Nature works naturally. Life lives, and we are here. There's a lot of projections and things that we intend to do. The hardest work when it comes to intention is after you've projected the intention. Of course, there's a cultivation of the work. This is where you're continuing to provide the energy to those intentions through your services, through your everyday activities. However, this is the energy that is nurturing the seeds and the soil, like the sun and the rain and the wind and the debris that acts as fertilizer for the soil. The services that you continue to cultivate on a daily basis. The openness to your experiences. This is the energy that's allowing and feeding your intentions continuously. The opportunity to give, the opportunity to serve, the opportunity to share love. These are all things that are providing energy to your intentions. You've planted the seed. However, through focus, through a strong intent, through a sense of presence, you continue to provide energy with your intentions, to your intentions. Like I said before, when I get up every day, I am here. I become conscious and present, and once again, I become conscious of the nature of my presence and my intention. My intention here is to serve. I cultivate that on a daily basis, every day when I wake and I serve. I give energy to the intentions. Yes, there's a foundational intent, of course, which involves the musical expressions, the service, the evolution, the evolutionary process, the liberation of humanity, all of these things that are broad spectrum intentions that are a natural integrated aspect of my presence in general. However, these seeds have already been planted. These seeds have already been planted. However, when I arise on a daily basis and I recognize my intent to serve, I recognize my intent to continue to give energy to the core intentions which have already been planted. It's necessary for me to continue to feed that which I've already planted, to continue to nurture and cultivate the seeds that have already been planted. There is a habit within the mind that no matter how much is said over and over again, we're not here to learn. We're not here to grow. You're God now. You're not here to collect information, and you're not here to grow because, once again, this is a hologram and you are the source of it. You are already omnipresent, omnipotent. You're everything. This is not about growing, and this is not about the collection of information. If anything, it's an unlearning process where you're releasing the blockages that have caused you to assume that you are your body and you are not God. That there is no devil and you're here experiencing your own creation. These are things that are taught to children when they come here to planet Earth. These are the things that you're here to let go of through your awakening process. So now that we're here and we realize this, we recognize also that with the expansion process, there's a lot of cool things that we are realizing about ourselves as we awaken. A lot of tricks and abilities that are buried deep within our presence. And they're natural aspects of our being. And we know this because it brings a sense of excitement to our presence when we think about them. Oh, teleportation. Oh, that darn word. Yo, C's.
Yeah.
Yo, what's the thing you can do when you talk to people without speaking to them?
Telekinesis?
Telepathy.
Yeah, telepathy.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Telepathy.
Telepathy. You see, the thoughts just came right here. You know what I mean? It's all up in here.
Telepathy. We know these things to be natural aspects of our being and things that we can do. It's just that a lot of times here we've been programmed to feel it's necessary for us to learn these things. What do? We hit YouTube and say, well, how do I communicate like this? How do I do this? How do I do that? We look at how-tos, right? The problem is when we look for how-to, our intent is to analyze a step-by-step instruction on how to do something through the mind. It's just that we're speaking on divine aspects of our being that are already there. Divine aspects of our presence that are beyond logical comprehension or logical analysis, beyond, okay, first you do this, first you do that, or second you do that, then you do this, and then you can communicate in such a way. We have to realize that these are divine aspects of our being and beyond logical comprehension. So there is no how-to when it comes to things like, how do I activate my Merkaba? How do I increase or open my third eye? There's no how-to about it. This is logical. This is reason. Love is not logical. It's much more complex than that. There's limitation when it comes to logical analysis and comprehension when you're attempting to unravel the nature of your divine presence through such a means. Not helpful at all, because basically you're trying to collect information from a YouTube video on how to do things that are integrated within your being that only the heart knows, and that's naturally going to unfold for you as you continue to mature spiritually. In saying this, it is with the intent that we allow these things to unfold naturally, where, once again, and this is a common phrase amongst humanity, experience is never taught in a class. It's an experience. It's expressed and unfolded through your ability to experience and be present. When you're attempting to analyze with the logical mind that which is life, that which is divine and unfolding before you, you're limiting yourself to logical analysis of life. I say again, it's attempting to explain the taste of a strawberry versus just biting the strawberry. Doesn't work. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Once again, this is Let's Build, and our discussion today is on intent. Shared a little bit of information. Once again, we always scratch the surface when it comes to our subject matters here, but we open the floor for conversation and exchange of energies and stories, and it's always a beautiful thing to do so. And once again, our experience here is divine and a great blessing. I am your Commander Ashtar of the Angelic Realms of the Galactic Council of the Galactic Federation of Light. It's a great honor to connect with you as always. And right now we'll break. That is the end of our seminar portion, a good 40 minutes. And we will have our open discussion forum here at the RA. As you can see, Maestro Corey has joined me today once again. You can see God Amun in the back. He's joined us once again. And we will take a small song break and then return with a discussion here at the RA about intention. We'll share some stories and then take another break and then speak with you here online. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And today's discussion is on intention. All righty. So, CeeLo, we'll do the honors of selecting our song for this break.
Would you start with G?
I attempted to start with Unorthodox 1986. However, our connection is so
Limited.
Yeah, limited. Yeah, great word. That Angel has allowed us to do.
Use his phone.
Yeah, use his phone to connect.
All right, so you attempted, which means we can still play it, right?
We can. I'd rather go somewhere else. Yeah.
Let's go somewhere else then.
Yeah, let's give it a little energy. I talked a little long today, so.
Little energy?
Yeah, give me a little energy, bro.
All right. So here. Yeah, so we're about to get into the point of when you make those decisions on your intentions, and sometimes it might not turn out how you expected, but it still is beautiful in the universe. So sometimes you might ask yourself, what's wrong with you? So that's the next track called What's Wrong With You, starring yours truly, Commander Ashtar right here, and our brother, Young Miyagi, RJ. So this is a classic track right here.
Super classic.
Yeah. Yo, what up, son? Mic check. I walk around the streets with the crystal on my chest, hanging low, bro, kicking a hype. Sheesh. E.T. Juggernaut, sit on some iced tea. Yeah. This the come up of a Jedi. UBC Jedi gang, rep that to you DI. So caliber like a saber, my tooth saber, ancient parliament. Bruh, living proof. I don't show it, I share it. On band G's, never mind. Let it heal ya on this Columbine era. I'ma hold it down. Still, don't mess me with that real shit. I know what is happening. I'm very well awake, y'all. Fade like BG dog. Came down to save y'all from the darkness upon us. You know God don't know how to punish. Let it go and give it out until you harvest. No earthlings emerge from somewhere. Big shots of Providence rock well. Best believe we gon' rock them well. But I let them know I grow louder. That's right, we climbing up in the right tempo. Brew my tea on the right temperature. Let it drop, drop, drop. Every time we rip, yo, we never flop, flop, flop. You heard? That notch is top retro dope like high top fade away. Mike J on his mic, bruh. Trick or treat is me, Halloween, salute the fleet. The tongue is cold, over blue, red sky, the heart is green. Right, dirty, dirty, green, but risk galactic team. Rock on me, boy, this, that trampoline. Empty dome, metronome, pituitary laser beam. Shove me in the corner, try to subdue the way I gleam. Divine feminine, I won't hesitate to make a scene. I'm like a God. What we did. Yo, man. no separation, bro.
What's wrong with you?
Love Miyagi. What up, though? What up, though? Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Of course, today's discussion and topic is intent. What is this here? Oh, yeah, something else. Cool. So, our portion right now, we're actually going to get into our open forum here at the RA, where we'll discuss intentions a little further amongst ourselves. We do have a couple of new guests joining us today, and I actually would like to have them join us in our discussion, if you don't mind getting them to come through here. A beautiful discussion. We're going to speak on intent once again. And, yeah. The foundation of the reality, the beautiful reality we continue to experience. So a great thing in a nutshell. So actually what we're going to do now is we're going to sit in a circle and we're going to talk about intent. And I want to kind of get everybody's view on the nature of what our discussion was about today. And then, yeah, it's basically sharing stories, definition, if you will. Not necessarily definition, but more so personal stories that'll assist us in realizing the nature of your experience when it comes to intentions. So, a second, let me set up our feng shui a little bit, get the lighting right. We got a professional lighting director in the house tonight. My lighting is whack. I'm like a straight novice today. So, who want to start? Who got something to share about intent or intentions?
Intentions. I intend on doing a lot of stuff, but I learned to not intend on doing it anymore because I like the flow of trying to plan things out in life. But at the same time, just falling back and just letting it go how it's supposed to go. So, I mean, I guess like Steve was speaking earlier, I don't know, you're subconscious, but is it really necessary? Like, is it really necessary for you to intend to be a good person or intend to go out and running in the morning? Whatever you already, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Like, I'll try to plan my day, my week. I guarantee something else is going to come up. And I'm going to follow my heart and put that intent in what I feel like doing for the day when I wake up in the morning. As opposed to, okay, I was supposed to go to this office. I was supposed to go and do this. I'd rather just flow. I really would. That's that 9 to 5 out of the box.
That's so interesting because my mind went somewhere totally else when you started talking about intentions. And maybe it's because I work a 9 to 5. I was like trying to think of if I wake up every morning with an intention in my heart, do I intend to serve myself more or do I intend to serve others more? Yeah, but it's like I'd like to think it's to serve others, but then your point is don't think about it because well, if I'm thinking about it, I don't need to think about it. It's just like
through your ability, of course, it's through your ability to serve yourself that you are able to serve others. Because again, you're the source and foundation of life in general. If you're unhappy, then in the day life is unhappy. You're not able to connect with happiness anywhere because you're in an uncomfortable space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So through your ability to be happy and caring and satisfied, you're actually able to share that frequency with other people. You know what I'm saying? Where you're actually serving them through being a happy person. It's just like, I use that analogy a lot. Like, we feel like caring about a person is showing them like sympathy or being sad with them. However, you're not helping them by being sad with them. Like, you're basically aiding the cycle of sadness, whereas people have pets a lot and they come home from a bad day and just totally out of it. And the pet is not going to be sad with you. Like, you walk home and you got a dog, he's like jumping all on you and running. He's not sad at all, but that is through his compassion, through his happiness, he's serving the owner or whatever, because he's actually generating or stimulating a sense of happiness where there was none before. You know what I'm saying? So through your ability to be happy and satisfied, you have that energy to share. You know what I'm saying? But it happens inside first. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna assume that you feel selfish because you was doing it for self.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're doing it for self, it is manifesting, and you are doing it for everyone else as well.
Yeah.
So it's not really selfish, actually.
Yeah.
We spoke about that like last week.
Well, selfishness has a distorted connotation to it, where selfishness is a beautiful thing in actuality, because once again, through the frequency of one's own presence, then you have that to share with all. I mean, I used to work on the ambulance, right? In the military, you show up to a spot where a person's hurt, right? You cannot help them if you have to have security first, because I cannot get out of the vehicle and get shot, because then I can't help the person that I came to help. So I have to look out for myself first in order to look out for them. And that applies to life as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works. So
yeah, that's like the common medical aspect.
yeah, no doubt.
You can't run out there in front of bullets to save somebody's life, because I mean, now you look at you.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. CeeLo, intent.
I intended to go to school today. That didn't happen. Let's start off with that. But
What happened? Where you been?
huh? Nah.
That's the tension.
Go ahead, bro.
I didn't really intend to do that.
Yeah, you made it happen. You ain't intended to, but yeah. So this morning, I was already, my energy was already down or whatever. So, but mostly due to part of missing my dad. Shout out to Kaylee. Kaylee, Dad, I love you. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? So no, but if she watches this Monday, she'll see that. But yeah. So as I was going through the day, I was thinking about her like tremendously. Got me into a slowish state. So I just went right to doing what I know to do, to be a robot in a sense, but serving others at the same time, which is burning CDs, the new album we got. So burning. AZ comes over and says, "Hey, yo, how many CDs you burn?" I'm thinking like it was like a celebration, like, "Yo, I burnt 12. 12 is burning." He's like, "Yeah, okay, you're doing a lot of that. Put that away. Come on, I need you to get on this track right here." And the love, what I really do is get my microphone, but I wasn't feeling that much time stuff like that. So I was like, all right. We got in the room. He's like, "Yo, you don't have to do this if you're not in the mood to do it." And I was like, "Nah, let me do it." So I was trying to break myself out the funk. But as I was there on the microphone, I let go of all the intentions that I had and just focused on doing what I love to do. And yeah, it broke me out of that slump. And I still ain't make it to school. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Julian. What's up with y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Kicked it with them for like an hour and then came back over here, walked back over here from Julian's crib. But it was my intention to do that. However, focusing on it so much and worrying about how it's going to affect me and all that stuff took me out of like even really feeling the full joy of what I did today on the microphone. So, I kind of pondered about that on my walk home to come here for the build, and I was like, okay, yeah, I need to like really fully grasp what truly can make you happy, or what really makes you happy, what you want to do. Because most of the time, sometimes your intentions overwhelm your whole thing. You need to grasp that. So that's what happened. Yeah.
What's good, Sal? You want to say something, bro?
Of course. I just need to think about it. I just need to find the right words in English. Like always, because my English is not nearby. It's not perfect. So
Mine's ain't
but I try to give my
best.
best. Yeah, but nobody understands it by talking German.
That's okay. We understand.
I can understand it. I just can't speak
No,
it.
try.
So my intent is like I say at the beginning at part 1, when I'm here at this place, I always have good vibes because I'm with good people. So, and my intent is to work and to grow with those people together to build something like what always the Universal Brothers and Sisters are doing, like let's build. So my intent is when I wake up every morning, like it's to always give and try to give my best what I can. So yeah, that's personally my intent.
And that's a beautiful intent.
But is it something that you think that you have to try, or will it probably just flow by itself? Knowing yourself, do you think that you really have to try and intend to be as great as you could be? Or do you just...
How can you say? It's difficult for me in English. Let me do it for you in German.
Yeah.
So maybe some of you will understand it in German as well. Für mich ist es wichtig, für mich persönlich, also ich bin einfach ein familiärer Mensch, stets zu sagen, oder wenn ich abends zu Hause bin oder ins Bett gehe, dass ich einfach dieses Gefühl habe oder dass ich weiß, mit den Menschen, mit denen ich zu tun habe, was ich mache, was ich am Machen bin, dass ich einfach weiß, okay, ich kann mit einem guten Gewissen einschlafen und ich bin einfach immer stets bemüht von dem, was mein Herz, was mein Kopf mir sagt, mein Bestmögliches zu tun, so wie jeder Mensch. Man kann nur immer sein Bestmögliches geben. Ja.
Cool.
You already answered.
Yeah, no doubt. You give it
doing it because you know. So it's not really an intent. It's kind of like naturally flowing by itself.
Okay, that's what you mean. Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
I mean, because you said you do what you find to do the best.
Yes, I speak German, but
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
man.
Okay, so
What about you, bro? How you feel about intent?
I think intent is like the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's where you set it in motion. Whatever you want to happen, intent is just the first step.
Mhm.
It's like pushing a rock off a hill, or
Mm-hmm.
except we all have intentions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I didn't know I was going to be here this morning. I intended to meet people, to get into everything. Because I do film work, TV, movies, and all these things that, and even that, I intended to do these things. But you're going to bounce off things. It's like intention's the very first step. Like
Absolutely.
adapting to where it goes after. Once you set it in motion,
And this
you
is
intended like
right,
an arrow.
most definitely. And this is where he speaks on flow. Intention
Exactly.
is the beginning. It's the beginning of the flow.
Right.
This is where the flow starts.
Okay.
It's just you have the intention, and it's like, okay, I want to do this, and then you back away, and then you let it flow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You adapt, you bounce, you
It's
maybe
definitely-
other people's intentions come together, and then you have a snowball effect.
I think if there is an intent, then probably, just my opinion, should be like one intent. There shouldn't be no intent every day we wake up. I intend on one purpose. My purpose is to get up, spread peace, spread love, do some music, blah blah blah. That's my only intent. There is no. I'm gonna throw work in the category. I'm gonna throw what I want to do for the day, what I want to do for the week. Because you never know how to flow.
Yeah.
And you probably should care less, because sitting there trying to control it, as he would say many times, it's insanity.
Yeah.
You're trying to control something that's already doing what it's supposed to do for you. One intent.
Well, the thing is your intention is defined as you expand in consciousness and awareness, because then you, as you refine yourself, you know more specifically what that intention looks like. That's where it's a refinement process, because as you discover more of yourself and you become more conscious of what the stimuli that life, that's exciting in life for you. It's like, yeah, I really like this, and I really would like it, because the thing is, there's infinite paths there, and of course they're already created. It's just that you can you're adjusting and refining that trajectory as far as the experience that fits you based on your current level of maturity or your specific frequency of being. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, as the creator, we create this reality, these intentions for ourselves. But once again, this is a free will reality, a free will universe, and right now is the infinite space and infinite possibilities based on what we're comfortable with. As we expand, as we allow ourselves to heal, we refine our sense of being where we actually want to experience this versus a slightly different version of it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're ready for this. We're basically consciously aware of this being a more refined version of self. And it's like, well, no, I intend to experience this because this is where I'm at now. And I want to experience this. I could experience this and just let it fall, but it's like, no, I'm going to give energy to this because I really want to do this. And then you allow life to groom you in the fashion in which will allow you to experience that particular version of your reality. You know what I'm saying? So,
like you said, it's that first step.
Yeah. Well, once again, but the thing is, as you refine and heal, like of course we're born, and we have an initial intention, but as we expand, right, and go through experiences or whatever, we're like shaping and grooming ourselves, and as we awaken in consciousness, it's like, yo, you know what? Come on, it's like, you know what I mean, like it's almost like a major a little bit. My first major was political science, and then I wanted to be a freaking astronaut and this. But as I played around in all these different fields, I kind of have a feel for who I am and what makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? And what I would actively enjoy doing on a daily basis. So yes, intentions are refined as you move through life because you're constantly changing as a person. You're constantly refining yourself as you allow yourself to refine yourself. So yes, of course, the intentions continue to refine and continue to be adjusted as you continue to expand, because you're expanding in consciousness. Who you were yesterday is not who you are today. And based on that, of course, you're going to feel a bit different than who you were last week or last year is not who you were before. So the thing is your intentions do refine themselves because you change. So naturally, your intentions are going to change constantly because you constantly change. You may have a foundational intent, which will be broad, like, okay, I just want to serve. I want to love. Like, okay, that's life in general. Who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? But what else is there? There are specific intentions as far as your interactions within the spectrum of the hologram. You did?
That's like kind of like micro-organizing.
No, it's a feeling.
It's always, it's a feeling, but like you said, it always is going to change because we always change.
Yeah.
Of course. So the intention is going to change. So therefore, you're trying to keep up with it, and you're trying to micro-organize.
No, it's not. It's not an organizing thing. It's a feeling. You're not necessarily trying to
keep up with that feeling.
How do you trying to keep up with it?
That new change, because it's something that you felt it didn't resonate with you the day before, the week before, the month before, the year before. So now you have to adjust because your intent.
Well, you get intention confused with expectation and attempting to micromanage one's particular reality. We're talking about a refined sense of being as far as your projection, what you want to, like, not necessarily what you want to do in a practical sense, but what your mission is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I intend to serve in this particular way. And it's not saying, okay, I'm on my job, or I need to do this today, or do that today. It's a little more refined and broader than that.
But this is where the majority of the minds are.
No, I'm not talking about the majority of them. I'm talking about like intention in general. I'm not basically trying to judge a broad population of people. I'm talking about the foundational purpose or sense of intention within the consciousness of one's being. What's up, bro?
You shouldn't intend on saying that.
Well, I'm waiting on you guys.
Shoot.
Go ahead, bro.
But
I'm gonna have me a Snickers.
Why wait? I think the cool thing about intentions is that intentions intentions only works if you allow it to work, right? So, intention should be something that changes, because if it's something that's just one way, you're never going to define yourself properly. So intention is going to change based on your experiences. Period. There's nothing you can do about that. Your intentions will change. And the cool thing about intentions is that you don't have to put any effort. For me, intention is more internal as opposed to mental or external, right? So, you wake up and it's just like anything else. Whatever you put your focus on is what you're going to create. So if your intentions is focused only on helping mankind, it doesn't matter how it's going to happen. You don't even know how it's going to happen because intentions is going to actually reflect in your environment. So to wake up and try to analyze your intentions would be insane. So it's all in feeling. So I wake up and if I know that all my decisions that I make are based on my main intention or based on a high level of frequency, because intentions can be different types of frequencies. You can have bad intentions, you can have good intentions. But if your focus is on that type of vibration and different variations, then you don't need to understand how you're going to do it. You just know that the universe knows the intention's there. You plant the seed and you let it grow. And that's when you were talking about flow, that's when the flow comes in. But when you start trying to talk about, I intend to do this, I intend to do that, now you're getting into the mind and the expectations. All you have to do is wake up and feel great because that's how you like to feel. And that's the only intention you need to have.
So because I'm going to use this as an example because I was just listening to basically Biggie Smalls.
Right.
On the way back from class. And, he was giving a shout out. I forgot what song it was. He was giving a shout out to people that used to call the cops on him when he was trying to feed his daughter. Of course, he was selling drugs.
Juicy. Yeah.
So his intention was good, but at the same way, it was
detrimental
to the community or whatever.
Oh, okay. So,
and then I'm using this as a broad example that's gonna go with I'm gonna say a lot of societies, not us, is because we kind of realize what we're doing with our lives, but everyone is not or don't want to realize certain things about their intentions and their realities and such.
Right.
How could someone that's not us see this and understand this even more?
Okay, so I'll try to explain this one. This is the way I see it. Okay, the intentions, as long as the intentions are good, it ain't up to us to judge what happens after that.
Just on that
like
part.
that.
Good intentions was to feed his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
but he had to sell drugs and shoot people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How can we placate that as far as explaining intentions in a I guess a positive way?
Did he feed his daughter?
I'm going to assume that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
baby girl, he fed his daughter.
So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, his intentions.
Well, the thing is we.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, again, like you said, we're analyzing basically what happened after that. I think that the focus should only be on what his intentions was, because good and bad, that's something that we hear.
Those are judgments.
Those are judgments, right? Exactly. Good and bad is not something that that somebody out there judges. I think me personally, I think the only judge is you. Mm-hmm. You're the only judge because
decision.
You can have a kid trying to steal an apple from the stand and run away, and you as a spectator can say, "Hey, that's bad. That's low vibrations. He's stealing." But that kid might had good intentions in taking that and bringing it to maybe his mother that's dying of hunger or something.
How do we work this in basically society? Because basically you're saying it's based off of perception on what this person's intention was.
Well, unfortunately, society makes it hard for us to actually,
because they establish more moral standards,
right,
for everybody.
They decide what's right or wrong for us. But honestly, I think that as long as you live based on high vibrations, and I mean high vibrations, I mean good, like because there's low vibrations, high vibrations.
The things that resonate with you as an individual.
Yeah,
if it resonates with you as an individual, that's all that matters. Your intention is there. There's no outside judgment or a person attempting. I mean, as long as you're not.
Resonation would be, I'm gonna sell drugs to kill people so I can feed my family.
Okay. Well, but then killing people does not. I mean,
it might be somebody.
No. It might be somebody's intention. Again, that's okay for them.
But that's their decision.
That's their decision at their level. Okay. But once again, even like infinite intelligence is so intelligent that even with who they decide to kill is still in order.
Right.
There is no, there are no errors.
There's a purpose
not
for that to
inflicted.
happen. There is a purpose. This is the way I spoke to AZ about this before. It's like if you were to live your whole life in a dark room, and that's all you knew, this pitch black room, and I'm in that room with you, and I say, hey, SWAT, turn on the lights. What are you going to say? You're going to say, what the hell is lights, right? and then I'm like, well, you've been in the dark the whole time, and then you're going to be like, what the hell is dark, right? And so the minute that I switch to light, guess what happens? You're going to freak out, right? You think the world is going crazy. You think this is the worst thing in the world. But when you come to, you realize that now you see the bed, now you see the chair, you see the door, and now a bunch of opportunities open up for you. And guess what? Your consciousness just went up another level. But first, you had to suffer. You had to go through all this stuff. If those things happen for a reason, for your evolution as a person.
I think the dude in the dark was suffering.
Yeah, he didn't even
No. He wasn't suffering in the dark because he was happy when the lights turned on. When the lights came on, he was shocked. He was such in shock.
Yeah.
Some people either faint, die, and then to make it, that's it. Or some people take it and they say, okay, now I get something good out of this. Now I know there's a window. Now there knows a door. Now I can walk out this door and there's so much more. So that
sparked that.
And that's what I'm saying. When those things happen, there's who's to judge. That is for everyone's evolution. There is divine order. So there is no right or wrong. And if you really think about it.
That's why I sparked that up.
Yeah.
Well, it's also some of the worst atrocities in human history have been done with the best intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then, yeah, exactly. And the most beautiful things first had some kind of disaster for it to come out. So really, we who are we to judge?
This year.
Right. The bad guy never thinks to the bad guy. It's like that's what happens. That's the aftermath. That's part two, maybe, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Intention's just like what you're saying. That's when the motion starts, and then it's just
and if you think about it, creation could not happen without some type of destruction first, or vice versa.
Expansion,
contraction,
and expansion,
or change doesn't happen until something.
It's the heartbeat of the heart.
Like, yeah. So how would you become the person you are if you didn't suffer a little bit? How would you know that that maybe you choose the right person for you until you had other bad relationships, and then you define what you want and what you don't want? Or as a teenager, you never had a relationship. You just know what people say you're supposed to have, and that's what you think you want until you actually experience what you don't want. You have to have that hope.
You don't get into business, yo.
No, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, how you know she ain't the baddest?
Hey, it's good though.
What you think you want?
Oh yeah, you did do that.
Those forgot my intentions. It wasn't his intention to use those hand signals, but to see those were not my intentions.
Nah, good discussion, yo. Y'all got it all out. That was cool. That. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Maestro, if you will, please join me once again. Here's the joint. What's up, son?
Peace to Carrie, Lucy, and maybe Liliana. They're gonna be joining us at the Raw for the 1 year anniversary house party and Let's Build session. It's gonna be a really nice interest. We're going live, right?
You're right.
Let me see. Actually, we got a performance earlier that day as well. We're going live downtown. Of course, the Let's Build is gonna be live and short snippets of the house party. So if you guys want to tune in, just remember 7 October, it's going down.
Easy enough. So we are going to take a small break for a musical selection brought to you by our Maestro overseas once again.
So, with your intentions, however they manifest, the universe provides for you. Most of the time, you'll find out that your dreams can't come true. You just got to work for them. You intend for happiness, and that's what you'll get. So, Dream Come True is our next selection. on the Universal Brothers page. Y'all can catch it, and I'm gonna put the link in as soon as it's over.
Let's see, make sure my Bluetooth is on. Yes, it is on. Cool. Dream come true, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us, and let's build. Be cool. See you in a second. We're gonna get to y'all questions and inquiries and beautiful experiences as always.
Se você disser, eu desafio o amor. Saiba que isto em mim provoca iniciação. Só privilegiados têm ouvido igual ao seu. Eu possuo apenas o que Deus me deu.
She know her name. Directly from heaven. Yeah, it's all butterflies and rainbows here at the garden. You can smell the sea salt when the wind blowing. Keep your hands as we dance to the fire. Let it burn like a flame that can't be extinguished. Just a whole symphony of feelings. The strings of drums, the flutes that forgotten the groove. Open up to the others who never cool. I can't stop it, you're all gonna conclude. Cause a secret only makes two. If you find out someone makes you really special. Beyond the distance, you can feel it, so we stay connected. Under one sun shining is the same blessing. Hey. Like the joke, like the sun goes to the moon. The same light lets the dream come true. Hey. Sunshine goes to the moon. The dream come true. I love myself enough where I can love you to do what you do and burst into your condition. Individuals stop us from seeing the beauty and way deeper connections. Open hearted to the love of bliss and greater service. It's our purpose, shall find a way from how to make it. Sunbathing by the waterfront, but naked. It's your birthday suit, don't be ashamed of it. They call them love handles, baby, be a little punchy. It gets cold in the dark, I love a little fluffy. Embrace the human body, party and beyond judgment. We can do Pilates in the morning, stop praying. Open up, enjoy the present, every breath's a gift. Moving back to heaven, protocol to left. Let me see you smile, don't hide the sunshine. Yeah, it's been a while, let me love you a long time. Hey, yeah. Love each other like the sunshine loves the moon. It's the same light, let the dream come true. Hey, sunshine love the moon. Let's lay in your glass and watch the earth move. If I could pick a star for you, I would let you choose. Free will is the illest truth. This is how a real king crowns you, queen and the omniverse king of eternity, forever be a unity, you and me. Only God can be this fly, intimate, intelligent, infinitely relevant. Nothing can be better than. It's something in the nothingness. From nothing comes to everything. It's nothing in this wedding ring. Until I show you that you one with me. Just freeze and peep the power of this poetry. The love that we see between each other. Turn into some trees that you can see as the green on the earth from outer space as a birthplace. Hey. Yo, love each other like the sunshine loves the moon. It's the same light, let the dream come true. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, the sunshine loves the moon. The dream come true. Yo, yeah.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to Let's Build. Of course, our discussion today has been most beautiful. It's on intentions, and we just finished our open forum discussion here at the RA. A beautiful conversation indeed, where a lot was revealed and recognized by us all, and hopefully you received a bit of insight based on the conversation. So this portion here is dedicated to your stories, your comments, your exchanges, and a bit of inquiries if you have them, for us to share amongst ourselves here amongst the global community in which we call it Let's Build. Beautiful experience indeed. Thank y'all for joining us. And gentlemen, do we have anything on the boards? Any stories, comments, questions that you guys can share?
Liliana was thinking today of how wonderful it would be to see us in Serbia.
Yo, let's go there, yo.
We're supposed to go to Croatia.
Yeah, we're trying to go to Croatia, man, to go for lesbian wedding.
Serbia's on the list. It's on the list.
Serbia's on the list, Liliana. We'll definitely make our rounds. We have a worldwide itinerary coming up in the very near future. So stay tuned. We'll let you know when we are in your area. And yeah, that would be tight up. Most definitely.
Yo, shout out to Mask and Glide.
Yo, big up Conglan. What you doing over there, bruh? Bruh.
Eat chicken nuggets.
I hope I see you early to go get that poison again, man.
Yeah, you went to get chicken nuggets, man. We seen you, dog. We seen you.
Drinking that haterade.
Haterade. What's good? What else we got? Y'all got anything else, man?
No questions, really.
I don't know how to post on your board, but I was going to tell you, I had no idea what I was coming to tonight. I just was told I was coming to meet some cool people.
Uh-huh.
And I'm so grateful for you guys having me and celebrating me.
That's what's up.
Like, and no, it really hit home. Like, there's like a lot of stuff going on in my life that like I didn't expect to like have it really resonate and be touched. Like, I just thought I was coming to hang out. So I'm like in shock right now how much like, the topic of conversation to help me out with what's going on.
That's beautiful, yo.
Really, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, life is magical, to say the least. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a space for conversation, any stories that you have to express, any inquiries that you have, not necessarily asking for inquiries, but anything that you would like to share with our collective. This is your space to do so. So if you will, if you're interested, share with the community and let's talk about it. Let's see, did Porter just join us?
I want to try something out.
Okay.
If you want to speak, you can call me on Facebook Messenger. I'll
Okay.
put you on speakerphone. Let's try something out. Who want to talk?
Okay,
Who
so
want to talk live?
Amun Ra is
Your
requesting.
intentions are good.
Amun Ra is questioning and asking if there's anyone who would like to speak to us live. They can call his Facebook account right now on Messenger and basically express what it is you would like to express to the collective. So
$2.99 a minute.
Hey, Danny, you should call. Danny, you should call. She had a beautiful voice.
What's your
What's your intention, bro?
No, my intentions are good always.
Yeah, they're good.
At least yeah.
Oh, man. Lord.
Inside.
The
So the lines are open once
Okay.
again. You can call any one of us except for me. Of course, we're live via my account, so you can call my phone. You can cut the video off and disturb a little bit. But you can call Amun Ra or Corey or AAA, and we'll answer your calls and speak to you live here on the Let's Build. Let's give it a shot. Do we have any courageous souls open to connect with us via sound vibration at present? Is there anybody brave?
Anybody brave enough?
Does anybody want to talk
Call
and say
in.
something to the community?
Like I said, $2.99 a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? See it when I do?
See what I did?
Well, yeah, see. Oh. Stefan said, I can tell you that I communicate with the birds telepathically.
Mhm.
And if they sing to me, I sing right back to them.
Oh, Steph.
I've heard him sing.
I did one of my rides. I think it was yesterday.
Saw a video he posted.
Mm-hmm.
They answered back.
Dope. Love, Stefan. Thank you for being here. We really appreciated your company not too long ago.
Lucy said she bet Neva would call. Is she here?
You bet Neva will call? No, Neva calls me all the time.
Yeah, that's what Lucy said.
What's up, Julie? By the time you showed up, and we're taking calls. I think you got something to say. You should chime in on this.
Mm-hmm. It's always a beautiful thing. We don't have much inquiries that means or significant of people actually having a lot of their intentions realized or expressed today. So, this is a great thing, a beautiful thing indeed.
So
We
are all shy.
Don't let me call somebody out of the blue.
Oh, there we go.
I ain't gonna have Amun call you.
About to call one of y'all for $2.99. For $2.99 per minute. Dial in.
We got you.
Nah, let's be real. He probably called collect. Call him, yo. Call him.
Let me see.
Great intentions there, Amon. That's what Lucy said.
Never heard a room full of people so quiet before.
For real. That just means they resonate the same.
Rox said it's a Syrian lockjaw.
Big pause, yo.
She said Syrian lockjaw.
Really?
No comment. I have no comments on that either.
Hold up.
What was intended in that comment?
When I guess he said the whole room it's like full of quiet people, and she put that comment written.
It's called
Start using that.
Syrian lockjaw.
I like
that.
That's about
that. So does the jaw hurt after that?
I want to see what that's about.
Or is it like a Google? Like I want to. Never mind.
I should just go into the next room and call into the show.
Call somebody.
Oh, me calling?
Yeah.
That was stupid. But I go over there. I can call him on.
Yo, peace, Berlin. What's up, Yassine?
Just saying, we're all quiet.
I'm just saying, we are quiet.
I know something we don't know.
So good, so good. Let's open our hearts a little bit and communicate.
Oh, we have a call.
We got a call?
Yoda.
Yes.
Hold up.
Hi, Yoda. State your name. Where you from?
Yo, you whack, Black Core. I hear echo. Why you ain't go to school, Black Corey?
I was gonna go to school.
Why you ain't go to school, Black Corey? That's your writing class, Black Corey.
Yep, that's why I can't write. Hold up. So, yo, these cinnamon rolls are kind of good, though.
There will be no more cinnamon rolls once you go to school, Corey.
No more open up the refrigerator.
To open the refrigerator?
I want to see a paper first. You got to write paper on it. The refrigerator's locked. You got to write paper.
I don't want to hear those paper noises. I don't want to hear chips crumbling. Go to school. Go to school. Learn something.
Okay. So hold on. Yo, son.
Close the stove. You go 2 pieces alone.
Yo, son. Oh man, hold on. Close the stove.
Yeah, I got bored on the
We have stalked you, Carrie.
How did you guys like the rain?
Okay, so now everybody's calling.
We got Carrie on the line from UK.
Hello, Carrie.
Hello, Carrie.
Yeah, I can hear you guys, but I cannot see the screen anymore because I'm on my cell phone.
That's all
Okay,
good.
no problem. It's okay.
Great.
I don't see that face.
So tell us, what do you have to share about intent today?
Oh, me? Guess what? I just made a decision that I'm going to gradually move on to my own, hopefully, to my own crystal healing business.
Okay. Ooh.
So while in between this job, I'm going to do that gradually after passing my certification, and that's sort of like come together now.
Well, congratulations on such a beautiful intention.
Kudos. That's
We never
awesome.
know. We don't try.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful thing. So how do you feel about it?
Yeah, excited, a mixture of excitement, but also I have to say that sometimes I feel a little bit of fear because it's like you say earlier, it's like the unknown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like something to step into that you're not sure how it's going to go, like the control thing. But now just let it all go and let it unfold all naturally. So I'm not putting myself in any way of pressure.
Beautiful.
I'm just doing the way that I feel in my heart.
Absolutely.
I'm not giving myself pressure, but just do it gradually, really.
Mm-hmm. That's what Lita does.
Yes.
Well, once again, congratulations on such a decision. What was that again?
I said I look forward to seeing all you guys soon.
Oh yeah, of course. We got like 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for a good time. It gets a little wild here at the Rob, but you'll have a great time though.
They want to tour Frankfurt.
You want to tour Frankfurt? Oh no, you don't want to tour Frankfurt.
I told them I was gonna take it. Was it House 34?
No.
Yo, man, what are your intentions?
You gotta walk through it. You gotta walk through it.
Yeah, we'll bring plenty of crystals.
Yeah. Frankfurt
You
needs
need
crystals. You need
a
crystals for
truffle of crystals. a truffle of crystals.
Nice.
Absolutely. No doubt. That's beautiful. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking on such a beautiful intention. It's your work as a leader to experience such a field where you're actually creating a path as a pathfinder for others who have such beautiful intentions as well, where you're leading the way and taking that leap and trusting yourself and knowing that all is okay and we're with you and everything is going to work out absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much, Raphael.
No problem.
Just want to say I love you all, everyone at UBC. Love
Most
you.
definitely. We love you too,
Love
Carrie.
you. All right, the next cold call. Who's gonna get it?
Next cold call. Who we got? We got Born 13 in the house?
Yeah, Born's on the line right here. What up, Born?
Yo, what's good, 13?
Yo, what's up?
What's your intention?
Yeah, what's your intentions? Yeah, what's your intentions right now?
Oh, my intentions.
Yeah.
My intentions?
Yeah.
Pay attention. Pay attention. Oh, man.
Yeah, what up?
Intentions is to get down on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Put that out.
Create
Okay.
With a dance move.
Where's that gonna be?
That's gonna be at the, you know what I mean? That's just like the fresh food movement, aka all kinds of dopeness about to go down on the weekend.
All kinds of dopeness, huh?
I'm bringing a box of fruit with me.
Yeah,
Yo.
man.
Which night would be better, Friday or Saturday?
Well, I don't know. It just depends, man. I would go to it's the whole weekend for me, so I couldn't say.
Come on, which one should I bring the fruit during? Which one should I bring the fruit during? Friday or Saturday?
Oh man, bring whatever you want to bring, man.
That ain't what I asked you.
When should he bring the fruit?
When is the best night for me to bring fruit?
Whatever, man.
Whatever.
Bravo, man. Let's bring some fruit, yo.
All right, I'm about to cold call somebody else.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun. Somebody about to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Cold call.
Yeah.
Hotline.
The raw hotline. Get it. Don't run. You better answer. You know who you are.
Who you calling right now?
Don't you run from me.
Okay, so I'm on Rod starting to cold call people. So if you're friends with him, beware. He's calling you.
I should call somebody from another country. I don't know. Let me see. Who do I not know? Just about everybody. Roxana, you laughing at us?
Mm-hmm.
You need to call in.
You want to call somebody? Ashley, sick?
There you go. That was interesting.
Somebody said call me. My number is 313-996.
Oh,
96.
Hateful.
No.
Long distance.
It's 913 3. Hold on. Uh-oh. No. Go ahead.
He lives in Thomaston.
Listen, if you hold me that way,
Oh, listen.
Ah, you dig?
That way. Yeah, exactly. You got that.
What's that person's name? Lee.
Mm-hmm. What's that big spiel right there?
Alright, that's it. He's not getting a ride to work tomorrow.
Oh, see?
Oh.
You know, he's gonna be like, my intentions was to actually answer the phone, but I was busy at the time.
Yeah.
Please forgive me.
I intended to pick you up.
I don't know who that is, but your feet gonna be hurting.
Maybe he's intending somebody else.
Uh-huh.
What up? It's cold right there.
Who you calling?
Sweater on.
Oh, wow.
You call her?
Don't wreck your car.
Uh-oh. The team is calling other people.
Cold calling. Test
Get in
phase.
trouble, man.
Yes. Oh.
hello.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Oh, hi everybody.
Hey,
what's up?
I am trying to get myself out of my workplace and get home, and I can't for just enjoying everybody's company.
Really?
You over there cracking up.
Exactly. I've been on the bench watching the UVS people and not worried about even trying to get out of work.
The UPS people?
Yeah, y'all.
I thought she said UPS.
Why you got to get from?
I'm
I
expecting
was
the
still
package.
last week.
Okay, that's
We
what's
ain't
up. Well, we're glad you're here. Most definitely. So what's your intentions today?
Everyone. Tell everyone I said hi.
We all here.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Laura. Mel.
Yeah, Mel, Carrie, Laura.
Yeah, I think so.
So what was your intentions for today, though?
My intentions for today was to do my job to the best of my ability and enjoy my loving nature and create more joy around me and be in gratitude for the things I experience on a daily basis, creating more abundance all around me.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can write my school paper for me. You got all that. Shoot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most beautiful intentions indeed, Jay. So what's up? I'm glad you.
I love LaBelle's slippers.
You like my slippers, girl? Yo, the talk.
The slippers are on fire.
Yeah. You know the love you too, girl.
Kids and little doggies and stuff like that over here. Where you find Yoda at?
Out in LA. I had to go to LA to get these. That's my special gift from Los Angeles. My Yoda slippers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing just the regular animals over here.
Regular animals. I'm like,
Puppies and shit.
The puppies and the pigs and the little bunnies and all that.
oh, look what
Oh, we love your accent, Jay. I love listening to you talk. Trust me.
Go ahead and rap, yo. Go ahead and spit one of those raps you've been writing last week.
Hold on, somebody's writing raps?
Everybody did. Yeah, she had some lyrics last week.
Uh-oh.
Some fire.
When the album coming out?
Yeah, album coming out J-Love, October 2017, Euro Palace.
tight.
Oh, man.
Jeez, man.
Huh?
Corey back there.
Say what's up, Corey?
Yo, how you doing?
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll let you finish watching the UBS brothers so you can drive home. UBS show.
The UBS.
All right,
You too, miss.
All right, peace.
We love you.
Okay.
Cold calling.
Some people are gonna get accidents.
They already got a
That was
Because of us.
Julie. That's what we just
That
spoke.
was her. Yeah.
Yo, they got like I guess I don't know, a recommendation. Yes, me, Mila said you guys can take a video chat to your live stream. She's seen it done before. Maybe a good option to making these calls. So you can, I guess, put the live.
We was
stream.
talking about that.
Yeah,
we
don't know how. We got to research. We got to do the research.
don't know how yet.
We'll check
We
it
gonna
out.
figure it out.
No, but people with the
We'll live stream.
Live
I
stream.
guess a live stream
Oh,
on the video
other
chat.
people can see them.
Once again, we're still novice playing around with the technology that we have here. However, once again, our intention is to expand upon our ability to serve, and one of those intentions is to be able to do live chat here on our live feed. So we'll do a bit of research on our own. However, chime in and let us know if you are already aware of this option or capability, and we will intend to execute. So let's see what time we got. So it's 10:30. 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. We actually reached our 2 hours. We'll give it another, give it another 5 minutes. And actually, you know what? Let's go to a song. We've reached our 2-hour mark. So officially, we're supposed to be ending now. However, I see there's quite a bit of you still here. We'll do a short break for musical selection if there's some things to share, or some of you would like to call in and share some of your stories. We're open to do so. However, after that, if there's nothing, then we will conclude our talk for this evening and let's build. And see you next time. However, let's take a small break first for a musical selection from our maestro overseas. What's up, CeeLo? What's your
selection? Somebody call me?
Yeah. What you thinking, bro?
Well, now this is our last selection.
me up? No.
No, we can do this. So let me make sure I'm still hooked up. So what we're going to do now is the initial song that we were attempting to begin with, called Unorthodox 1986, featuring Eckler Toll. We're going to play now so we can hear it in its entirety and enjoy it, and move on from here. We'll be back after this song, and if there's no more inquiries or stories to share, we'll go ahead and do our outro and be gone. A wonderful Thursday night going into our weekend. A great experience as always. We love you. Here with Les Bill.